Julie Newmar is a name that brings to mind charm, beauty, and a style all her own. She became famous for her roles on screen, but there is more to her story than just acting. Some of her photos, especially from earlier in her career, have sparked curiosity because of her bold fashion choices. We are going to explore some of these iconic images and what makes them stand out. Julie Newmar started her career in the 1950s. She was an actress, dancer, and model. People were drawn to her for many reasons, including her talent, her beauty, and the confidence she showed in her work. During that time, showing a little skin in photos was daring, and Julie was not afraid to push boundaries. Some of these photos are from her modeling days. Certain images show Julie in outfits that were considered very bold for that era. People often wonder what made her photos so memorable. It was not just the clothing, it was her presence. She had a way of looking confident, playful, and in control all at once. Take a look at one of these pictures. Notice how she carries herself. Even though the outfit is minimal, the way she stands and the way she looks at the camera draws attention. Julie had a natural ability to make a simple pose feel special. It is more than just fashion, it is about personality shining through. She often said that modeling was not just about looking pretty. It was about telling a story through a picture. Every expression and every gesture mattered. That is why even today people are fascinated by her images. They show confidence and a sense of freedom that was rare at the time. Some of the images were published in magazines, while others were part of private photo shoots. Many of them show Julie in swimsuits or outfits that fit closely to her figure. For viewers today, these photos feel bold, but back then, they were groundbreaking. They challenged the norms of what was considered acceptable for women to wear in public images. What stands out in these photos is how Julie uses her body and expression to tell a story. It is not just about the outfit. It is about confidence, attitude, and style. Even her smallest movements, such as a tilt of the head or a hand on the hip, communicate something powerful. This is why her photos still feel relevant and interesting many decades later. Another interesting thing about these images is the mix of glamour and playfulness. Julie often smiled or posed in a way that felt fun. She was not just serious or stiff, she brought life and energy to every shot. That is part of why fans continue to admire her work today. To understand why her photos were so special, we have to think about the time period. In the 1950s and 1960s, fashion was changing fast. Women were starting to experiment with bolder styles, and magazines were beginning to feature more daring images. Julie Newmar was one of the stars who embraced this shift. Her photos reflected a new sense of freedom in fashion, style, and self-expression. Of course, it is important to remember that Julie was more than just a pretty face. She was a talented actress, dancer, and businesswoman. Her career included stage performances, movies, and television shows. But the modeling photos show another side of her, a side that is confident, bold, and playful. This combination of talent and personality is what makes her so memorable. Looking at these images, you can see why she became an icon. She was not afraid to take risks, and she knew how to make every photo feel alive. Each picture tells a story, whether it is playful, daring, or stylish. Fans continue to admire these images because they capture a spirit that is timeless. Julie Newmar did not just pose for the camera, she owned it. In the end, these photos are more than just pictures. They are a glimpse into the world of a woman who was confident, creative, and unafraid to express herself. Julie Newmar remains an inspiration for those who admire her style, her talent, and her courage. Every photo is a reminder that confidence and personality can shine through, no matter what a person is wearing. Whether viewers are seeing these photos for the first time or rediscovering them after many years, one thing is clear: Julie Newmar had a way of making every image memorable. She combined charm, style, and confidence in a way that few can match. That is why people still talk about her today. Thanks for watching. If viewers enjoyed this glimpse into Julie Newmar's photos and story, do note to subscribe and check out other videos for more fascinating stories from Hollywood history.